Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck, and this is Riverview Cows, episode 20. And in the last episode, we were wrapping up baling on this large field number 15 here. And as you can see, I baled and rolled until late in the evening, and the sun has already went down. I wanted to make sure I got everything rolled today so that the grass was all at the same stage. And to do that, hopefully you saw that trailer at the beginning there where I pulled away from it. We had to get all the bales off the field, or at least moved around on the field so that I could pick them up and roll the grass. And it looks like I missed a part there, but that's just a little bit on the edge. We'll let it go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back over to our setup here, drop off the roller, and go to bed for the evening, and then we'll go get the rest of those bales off the field here in the morning when the sun comes up and we can see things a little better. I'm just afraid if I try to go pick them all up tonight, the rest of them anyway, that I'm going to miss some because it's so dark I can't see anything. So as farmers do, sometimes you just got to work a late night getting everything taken care of. I'm actually going to just drop this roller in the first available spot I see, which happens to be right here. It needs to be cleaned off, and we will clean it off in the morning. But again, not great content when you can't see anything. So I understand that. But again, I wanted those stages to be appropriate for the grass to start growing, because this is where we get the majority of our food for our cows now. And this is going to be an exciting episode. I'm pumped, because we're going to go ahead and sorry, I don't need to be that far zoomed out anymore. Once we get all of these bales taken care of, we'll go ahead and shut that engine off so we don't waste gas all night. Once we get everything taken care of here, I think we're ready to get some more cows. I mean, number one, we got a ton of bales off that field yesterday doing that. So we've got enough grass, or at least hay, to get them going. Yeah, this tractor could use a hose down as well, our Valtra. So we're going to go ahead and take this back down the hill now that it's July. And we're going to go ahead and get this and the grass roller sprayed down. But I think we've got enough food for sure. Look at all of our silage that's wrapped over here to the right. That's looking really good. And I think we can definitely support some more cows. So the question is, do I want to put more cows in the same enclosure that we have them in now, or do I want to start using that second enclosure at the top of the farm? And the only reason I would consider moving to the second enclosure is if we wanted to buy some calves, some really little cows to put in the second enclosure that aren't going to make us a whole lot of money for the first year or so. But yeah, we got stacks of hay right here that need to be moved into the barn, and here is our sprayer, and then we've got these grass bales. No, that's hay as well. We've got more hay stacked in here. Like we've got hay coming out our ears. So we have, because I want to start TMR for the cows that are producing milk. So I don't want to put any more hay into our current cow enclosure. But if we bought some calves and stuck them in the other enclosure, since we have two, and let them grow up, because it would take them, I think, 12 months before they start producing milk, we could just give them hay, give them straw, and let them go on about their business for the next 12 months. But then we could still do TMR for the main cow structure that's producing the milk for our farm. So I think that might be a good idea, since we have so much hay hanging around. So that's one thing I'm considering. The other thing is, maybe we just, I'm pretty sure these cow enclosures hold a ridiculous amount of cattle, up to I think 2,000. I can't remember if it's 1,000 each or if it is literally 2,000 each, which would be insane. And it's like we've got straw in here, and then we've got even more hay stacked out here. And I turned the wrong direction. But I'm just going to leave this roller right here for now, behind this other swather. And this is the swather that I was going to sell because it only makes grass. But we might actually take a look at that because technically we need more grass for more silage. So lots of things going on here. What am I even doing at this point? I think I'm just going to park this in here for a second. And then let's get out to that field. We're going to just clip through a couple of things here. Yeah, so here's our baler, which also needs to come in and get washed. We actually need to probably get some milk out. And then we've got this Massey Ferguson, which is so dirty, but we've been cultivating with it. So I want to get this guy going again so that he can keep working on this field 14 for us. So anyway, we have so much hay. I think it's time for us to... I think he's going to get confused here. Let me think. I'm just thinking whether or not it's worth cutting this thing into a triangle to try to make sure he's got room to turn around, or if I should just let him try to go, and I think he's going to get stuck. I guess let's see if he can do it again. He got stuck right here on the diagonal, though, so I don't know if he's going to be able to figure this field shape out, but we'll give him a shot. And man, this tractor is filthy. So is this implement, and it desperately needs some maintenance, so we're going to have to do that once he's done cultivating this field. But we'll let this guy go on a worker, and then we're going to switch back to down here. So, oh, it was already turned on. I left this thing running all night. Ugh, shame on me. Look, it's up to 37.1 hours used. Maintenance isn't terrible, but yeah, our gas, now we need more gas. So yeah, we've got some bales over there and some bales over here, and we're at 89% for this. So since we're so close, let me just see if there's little bits of hay like this that we can, and let's drop that. Nope, the wheel was already down. See if we can get this up to 90% and get one more bale off of this field, since we're already out here with all the equipment picking up. I'm just going to see if I can sneak that last 10% off the field. All right, and then we'll lift the pickup. Yeah, that didn't even get us to 91. So we're going to lift the pickup and just do a quick lap and see if there's anything that we're missing. If not, it's fine. We'll make more hay and grass soon, I'm sure. A little bit here. And it stands out really well after you roll because the grass becomes a darker green. Okay, well that got us to 91%. But I don't know that I'm seeing a 10% chunk of hay sitting around on this field. Anyway, so I have to just figure out where we're going to put the cows. And I guess we need to look at the milk too. We might turn in milk today to help us buy those. But I thought there was going to be more hay down here, but there really isn't. Let me just come up here and check. There's a little bit here. We'll drop the pickup and get that. Didn't really add up to anything at all. And then there's looks to be a little bit up here. Okay, 2 or 3 spots. Get that. And up here in the corner. 91%. Yeah, we're not getting to 100%. All right, so we're gonna have to run 3 trips here. Sorry for the tree being in the camera. All right, so we're gonna pick up the pickup, turn off the baler, and fold it. Let's run the baler back now. We'll come back, we'll grab this trailer, pick up those, and then we'll come back and grab this full load here in a second and get these all off the field. And let's see if our worker gets stuck because he's back at the top of the field there. Ah, there was a little bit more hay here. I've already turned it off and folded it. No, let's get it because it's just going to sit there all season if we don't. So unfold, turn it on, drop the pickup. We'll get this here. Still in 92%. We're close, but we're not close enough. But I guarantee we're going to make some more hay on this field eventually. Did we get all that? Looks like we did. So we're going to pick the pickup back up, turn it back off, fold it back up, and drive this back to our farm. All right. And then this field 13 to my right over here has all been cultivated and would be ready to plant here, and it's July, so we'll have to look and see if we have any crops that we can plant this late in the season. I know our winter wheat is not until September, I want to say. Maybe it's August and September. So we could do that next if we needed to. We're not going to need the baler for a hot minute, so I suppose we should probably wash that off too. So we'll do the same sort of thing. Pull in here, come around, get this, and we'll leave the tractor till we're done, but man, this baler is filthy. So we want to clean this up before we store it. But this coon is doing a great job for us. Square bales is definitely the way to go on a farm with this many cows. And while we're washing this off, I just want to quickly say I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I hope you're enjoying them. I'm enjoying making them for you. If you like them, give them that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel so you get the latest alerts when I do launch a new episode. I've been trying to consciously ask for subscriptions and likes to the video earlier because I've been realizing that not very many of you watch the video all the way to the end, which is totally fine. I understand. But at the same time, I usually ask at the end of my videos, but it was brought to my attention that if none of my viewers watch all the way to the end, no one is hearing me ask for those things. So I appreciate those of you who are already liking the videos and already subscribed. But if you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you along for the ride on this one and on the other series that I'm doing as well. All right, we're going to drop that there, cleaned up and stored till the next time we need to harvest some grass. We're going to run back up and grab this first round of hay bales, and we have to make a decision where we're going to drop them off because we're actually really crowded on where to store these things. I need to take the telehandler and load a bunch into the shed, and maybe I'll do that off camera, or maybe I'll do a little cut of that to squeeze into one of these videos. But oh, and it looks like our worker, I forgot to check on him. Let me just clip. Oh yeah, he's still going, so he's been able to figure out that diagonal, which is nice. So I don't even know where I'm going to store these. I could go all the way to the top and drop them off, which is what I might need to do until we are ready to move some more around. Or I just need to accept that we're going to have cows in both enclosures and start getting the calves, which I kind of really like thematically. I mean, it makes sense if we had two different pens available that we would use them, and also it would make sense to, feed the little ones the hay because we don't really need milk production from them, and to feed the bigger ones the TMR and not waste TMR on calves who aren't going to produce anything for us for a long time. So all right, so we've got 12 bales on this one. I don't see anything else. So hopefully we didn't forget one. So we're going to go back to transport position here. Now let's go drop these bales off somewhere. So yeah, I think that is going to be the plan. Before we do that, we will check and see how our other cows are doing. My one concern is the straw. I don't know that we have enough straw to do all that right now in a meaningful way. And that's my one argument, is like we could maybe just buy cows that are 12 months old already and have them producing milk for us. So let's before we get too terribly far, I'm going to park this here, leave it running, So we've got all our silage. Do we have anything on our mixing wagon? Doesn't look like it. And then here are the cows that we have. Let me just go into this screen. It's a little easier to read up here. So yeah, we have 59. These are 9 months, 9 months, 23 months, and 23 months. So yeah, these are calves that we had from... No, they're not. I don't know why. So we have 23 months, 22 months. And these are working on reproduction, so we'll have calves in here eventually. We've got 119,000 liters of hay in there and 0 TMR. They're 100% productivity, 62,000 liters of milk. See, our straw's in the red. We only have 22,000 liters of straw in here. And that is an issue because we don't have any straw. I mean, we have the few bales of straw that we have stored right now, but it's not many. And I just don't think that we have enough straw to necessarily... 238. And this thing holds... I'm pretty sure it holds 1,000. So yeah, the straw is the... I mean, we have, what, 2, 4, 6 straw bales there. And we have, I guess, another 8, 16, and 24. So we have 30 bales of straw right now available. That's better than I thought. But I don't know if that's enough. Excuse me. Hopefully I got that muted in time. Yeah, this is where, like, our cows are going to be reproducing. I forgot about that, which is great because, you know, free cattle. But because they're 40% towards reduction, these are 50% towards reproduction. 23, 22. Okay, these are towards puberty, excuse me. So 40% towards reproduction. We'll be getting another 119 cows in the near future. Actually, just let me see. If we were to buy more brown Swiss, yeah, the difference is obviously 0 months are $200 versus 1,100 versus 1,500 when they can reproduce. Yeah, 238 out of 1,000. We can literally hold 1,000 in here. Since the calves are going to show up in here anyway, I'm not as worried about it. About trying to get the maximum production. I'd rather fill up one, I guess, and see how we're doing versus filling up the second one. So I guess that answers my question. I should probably just put the cows in here. So if we were to buy another 60 brown Swiss, yeah, that'd be another 70,000. But they'd start producing milk right away. We have plenty of food, and then we can just not buy the calves because we're going to get free calves here in a little bit. But we can hold 1,000. So let's see. So that's 7,000, 70,800. And if we bought calves, like, that's straight up 15. So we could buy 60, 120, 240 calves for the same price as just 60. So we can get 4 times as many for even a little bit cheaper. Oh, that is such a better deal. 238. Yep, forget it. I'm doing it. Calves are such a better deal. We're going to start the second cow barn. Why not? So we're going to come up here with these first 12 straw bales. And I don't think I can unload them till we have the animals in here. So yeah, we have a second field up here. Whoops, that's not the jump. And that hard grass is ready to go too. So I think we're just going to straight up go brown Swiss by 60. Brown Swiss by 60. And then by 60. All right, so there is our 240 brown Swiss calves. There you can see them out in the field now. They don't have any food yet. So we're going to... how did I do this before? Did I do it from the outside? Or did I do it from the inside? I feel like I did it from the outside. This might end terribly. But I don't want to get stuck in there, which is what I'm afraid would happen. So there's the load unload area. So we're going to go and drop this, and we can just kind of drop it through the wall. And then those are going to fall off. And those 4 are not quite close enough to get taken in. But cow barn large, second one here, they've got some hay, which is good. We need to get them some straw. So for straw, we have to set it up in a way that we can shred it, which is we're going to use our mixer for. So we'll go ahead and shred some straw, and then that tells me I need to be planting things that produce straw on all of these fields, because straw seems to be our limiting factor right now. So we will come down here and grab this other load just to get these off the field. And then we will get some straw going there, and then I think we'll, depending on how much time we have, that might be the episode. Or we can take that and load up the milk truck and take that down and try to sell that to help recoup some of the costs that we just incurred, doubling the amount of cows that we have. But I'm excited. We finally had enough cows, or enough food to support some extra cows. So let me go here and load all these up, and then transport position. Let me just take one quick lap and make sure we didn't leave anything else here. And that definitely, you can feel the weight of those bales when you start moving. It takes a second to get up to speed now. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else on this field. But I like this field 15 being available for bale production. It seems to work really well for that, and it kind of negates any reason to have those little fields going on grass, just because we get such a large yield off this, because it was, 28 plus 12, so we had 40 bales we got off of there. It's pretty good, and we're going to do that 3 times a year, depending, and we should get about the same every time, give or take. Obviously making some into silage and keeping some around for a rainy day. So I don't technically need to move any more bales, and I don't want to drop these down on the lower part of the farm where we've got everything stored, because I think they're just going to be in the way. So let's bring this up here. I think we're just going to store these way up top, and then we'll have these available to feed the calves as we need to. And then we'll do our TMR mixing down there. And this is the giant silage bunker that you can use up here if you want. But we don't. Obviously, we're making our silage with the bale wrapper, because I just find it's easier to mix that way, even though it's a little bit more work to sort out where you need to go. So this is undercover which will keep it from getting rained on. We'll just leave those bales loaded up here. And then we'll go park this up and go from there. I wonder if I need to bring the telehandler up here to fix these 4 hay bales that we have stuck. Stuck's not the right word, but we just don't have them close enough to the trigger point. Certainly can't pick that up too heavy. Could try to ram them with my tractor, but I think we'll bring the telehandler up. That's probably a safer way to do it. So let's go ahead and park our cloths here. Yeah, let's just get you out of the way. Actually, no, let's hook you up to the mixing wagon. That makes more sense. And it looks like we have plenty of manure, so we're going to need to start using that here in the near future. All right, so what I need is some bales. Let's obviously use these straw bales out here first. Can't believe I left that cloth tractor running all night. Wasted all that gas. Oh well. It happens. Alright, we're going to need to... because I noticed leaving these over here is just a little bit tight for turning around. Need to get these lined up a little bit better. If I remember right, we can fit 4 bales in here in the mixer. 1, 2. Zoom out just a little bit. And drop that in here. And those should grind up pretty good. And let me just see if that takes it over 50% or not. Certainly does, 68%. So by that math, that's over 2/3. I guess that means we shouldn't put any more in, and we should just go dump this. What I don't want is to get part of a bale stuck in there and have it not register. So it's a quick trip up the hill. We'll go ahead and get some straw in for our calves, and I think that'll pretty much do it. I wanted to get the milk done today too, but it took a little bit longer than I thought to get everything off that field and to make a decision about the cows. Uh-oh. Can I get to the trigger? Yes, I can. Okay. So we're going to dump this straw. Technically, we're dumping out the wrong side there, but that's okay. We should now have, 57,000 liters of hay, and they have 16,499 of straw. So those should be, productivity is up to 4% now. Their health is up to 3%. By tomorrow, those should be ready to rock, and they will start producing milk for us in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more hay bales thrown in here off camera, and then I will get that milk truck loaded up, and then we will get those delivered in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye.